Germany became involved in World War I because Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated by Gervalio. Austria issued an ultimatum which was complete to total surrender of Serbians. They did not comply, so Austria invaded Serbia, and Serbia allied with Russia, who declared war on Austria. The justification for Germany entering the war: since Serbia was not surrendering to Austria, they decided to declare war. The key leaders of Germany: Kaiser Wilhelm, who ruled Germany from 1888 until the 9th of November 1918. Then Theobald von Bethmann Hollweg was the Chancellor. Allies and enemies of Germany: Allies, Austria and Hungarian Empire; enemies, Serbia, France, and Great Britain.
Geography gave the Germans a large tactical advantage at the beginning of the war, but eventually that advantage was lost and led to their defeat. Some of the most important battles of World War I for Germany included the largest battles, including the Battle of Verdun, the Somme, and Cambrai. Soldiers in World War I had to live under extremely harsh conditions, including trench warfare and surviving chemical attacks. Like most wars, World War I was fought with rifles, artillery, and battleships. But on the battlefield there appeared new weapons, including machine guns, tanks, airplanes, airships, chemical weapons, and submarines. Propaganda was used in World War I as in any war. To make sure everybody thought the way the government wanted them to, all forms of information were controlled. Headlines were designed and developed to strengthen hate for the enemy. When it comes to documents for Germany, there are two extremely important documents. They include the Zimmermann Telegram and the Treaty of Versailles.
There were multiple strategies for winning this war. One of them was trench warfare, where men with machine guns would lay down in trenches across the field from each other and shoot. It wasn't very effective, and it got a lot of men killed from disease because the trenches were disgusting rather than the gunfire itself. The effect on civilians was because of the British blockade and because Germany had no resources to America. They had very little food, very little water, and the people's lives in Germany changed drastically. Now in the end, the Treaty of Versailles kind of wrapped up the whole war, and there was the Peace Treaty of Paris, and both of them kind of decided to blame the entire war on Germany, even though it might not have been all of Germany's fault. There were certain clauses, like Germany was only allowed to have 6 ships, no subs, they weren't allowed to have an air force, they weren't allowed to unite with anybody, and they lost power of a number of countries that they had control over.
One of the biggest mistakes Germany could have avoided was choosing not to be in war with America. When Arthur Zimmermann sent the telegram to Mexico to be an ally with Germany, another reason why America declared war on Germany was their German naval policy. Germany prevented goods from entering the British Isles. In doing this, they sunk the Lusitania, killing 1,959 people. 159 of those were Americans. The cause of World War I was the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand by the Serbian nationalists. This caused an outbreak in the German government, and slowly their economy started to fall. Inside Germany's walls, cities became a war zone. Its people starved from portioned food, and the cities were filthy and full of diseases. When World War I ended, Germany fell extremely hard from it. Losing the war gave them a weak government and a not-so-powerful military. However, from World War I to World War II, Germans made a huge progress. Hitler was elected to lead Germany's military to hopefully recover the once strong and high country. This also led to Germany having many scapegoats for the causing of the loss of World War I. Today, Germany is not half as strong as it used to be. The military struggles, the country has debt to pay from the previous wars they have lost. World War I had a huge impact on their cities and towns. Repaying and rebuilding these cities for the loss of its beauty is also a struggle today in Germany.